You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
The first widely used scale to measure the intensity of earthquakes is known as what? This question and more on today's episode of Triviality Mini.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello, and welcome to Triviality Mini, a 10-question quiz to make you the cream of the crop at Trivia Night. My name is Neal. I will be your host today. As always, this quiz is brought to you by all of our amazing patrons who make all of our bonus content possible. That includes these Triviality Minis, our bonus-themed episodes like The Sopranos, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Star Wars, as well as Bloodsport. If you'd like to help support our show so we can continue to release all of the same high-quality content we have for 8 years, you can go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. For as little as $1 a month, you'll get all of our main feed episodes ad-free. For as little as $5 a month, you can get over 60 hours of bonus content, as well as weekly bonuses written by all of us. And I must say, we haven't missed a weekly episode in 8 years. So all of your dollars are going to great work to make sure we can release all of this wonderful content. Once again, that is patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's get to your questions for this week, starting with number 1. We love them, we eat them, and on TV, they're voiced by celebrities. But do you know what the M's actually stand for in M&M's? And no, we're not talking about the actor. What do the M's stand for in the candy M&M's? Number 2. What former NFL quarterback has an autobiography with the subtitle, My Story of Faith, Football, and the Miracle Season, and was later portrayed on screen by actor Zachary Levi in the film American Underdog? What NFL quarterback are we looking for? Number 3. The Encore, Enclave, Envision, Envista, and Regal Tour X are all models from what car manufacturer? Again, what car manufacturer has all of those models? Number 4. Sirius XM Radio features a channel called Radio Margaritaville, where you can tune in and, quote, flip-flop out to the music, end quote, of what artist? Again, what artist has a channel on Sirius XM known as Radio Margaritaville? Number 5. In a famous jazz standard, composer Billy Strayhorn, band leader Duke Ellington, and singer Ella Fitzgerald told us to take what specific mode of transportation to get up to Harlem? Again, Ella Fitzgerald sang a Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn tune about taking what specific mode of transportation? Number 5. Jiminy Glick is a comedic alter ego of what legendary actor who currently can be seen playing an amateur detective and podcaster alongside a former jerk and a former wizard? Again, who is playing Jiminy Glick? Number 7. Dan Aykroyd reprised his role as Ghostbuster Dr. Raymond Stantz in a cameo appearance in what 1995 film starring Bill Pullman, Christina Ricci, and Devon Sawa? Again, what 1995 film stars Bill Pullman, Christina Ricci, and Devon Sawa? Number 8. If a movie has at least 2 women in it who talk to each other about something other than a man, and in some cases actually have names, then this movie will have passed what gender disparity test? Again, what is the name of this gender disparity test? Number 9. In the 1990s, Melanie Brown, Emma Bunton, Melanie Chisholm, Victoria Adams, and Jerry Halliwell were all better known by what name? Again, what name were all of these women better known by? And number 10. Coming from the Italian word for pant leg, this pizza delivery system is a favorite of Adam Scott's character Ben on Parks and Recreation and the fictional version of George Steinbrenner on Seinfeld. What is the name of this Italian word for pant leg? All right, I'm going to give you some time to think about those questions, and we're going to throw it to some ads, and we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous 2-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. There's nothing sweeter than baking cookies during the holidays. With Prime, I get all my ingredients delivered right to my door, fast and free, no last-minute store trips needed. And of course, I blast my favorite holiday playlist on Amazon Music. It's the ultimate soundtrack for creating unforgettable memories. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
We are back, and it's time to go through these questions one more time to see how you did. We're going to start with number 1. We love them, we eat them, and on TV they're voiced by celebrities, but what do the M's actually stand for in M&M's? Well, they stand for Mars and Murray. Mars is for Forrest Mars, the son of the Mars Company founder, and Murray is for Bruce Murray, the son of Hershey's Chocolate. The more you know. Number 2, we are looking for the NFL quarterback who has a book with the subtitle My Story of Faith, Football, and the Miracle Season, and was portrayed by Zachary Levi in the film American Underdog. You would be looking for Super Bowl winner with the St. Louis Rams, Kurt Warner. Number 3, what car manufacturer has models Encore, Enclave, Envision, Envista, and Regal Tour X? That would be Buick. Number 4, Radio Margaritaville is a channel on Sirius XM radio that features the music of what artist? Gave you a little hint there with the flip-flop out. That would be the easygoing music of Jimmy Buffett. Number 5. In a famous jazz standard, composer Billy Strayhorn, bandleader Duke Ellington, and singer Ella Fitzgerald told us how to get to Harlem with what mode of transportation? That would be the A Train. Take the A Train is the name of the song. Number 6. Jiminy Glick is the comedic alter ego of what legendary actor who is currently playing an amateur detective and podcaster alongside a former jerk and former wizard? That would be Martin Short. And the clues I gave there were from Only Murders in the Building because the former jerk is Steve Martin, who's in the movie The Jerk, and Selena Gomez, who was on Wizards of Waverly Place. So Martin Short is your answer. Dan Aykroyd reprised his role as Ghostbuster Dr. Raymond Stans in a cameo appearance in what 1995 film starring Bill Pullman, Christina Ricci, and Devon Sawa? That's question number 7. The name of that film? Casper, for Casper the Ghost. Number 8. If a movie has at least 2 women in it who talk to each other about something other than a man, and in some cases the characters have names, then that movie will have passed what gender disparity test? That is known as the Bechdel test. So look up your favorite movies. There's a website. Some of the most famous movies of all time do not pass the Bechdel test, and it's very surprising once you actually look into it. So the Bechdel test is the correct answer. Number 9. In the 1990s, Melanie Brown, Emma Bunton, Melanie Chisholm, Victoria Adams, and Jerry Halliwell were all better known by what name? Unless you were living under a rock, you would know that those were the names of the Spice Girls. And number 10, coming from the Italian word for pant leg, this pizza delivery system is a favorite of Adam Scott's character Ben on Parks and Recreation and fictional version of George Steinbrenner on Seinfeld. In other words, pant leg means calzone or calzone. So next time you pick up a calzone from your favorite restaurant, tell them, hey, I know it means pant leg. I don't know if they're really going to care, but at least you know it. And now for the answer to the question at the top of today's episode, I asked you, what is the first widely used scale to measure the intensity of earthquakes? Of course, that would be the Richter scale, named after Charles Richter, who developed it at Caltech. Thank you so much for playing along with today's quiz. We encourage you to rate and review the podcast when you can on all your favorite podcast apps. Follow us on social media at TrivialityPod. And as we said before, if you'd like to support the show so we can continue to do fun projects like this, please become a patron by going to patreon.com/TrivialityPodcast. And if you can't support us monetarily, the best thing you can do is just tell a friend about the show to help spread the word. That'll be it for this week's episode of Triviality Mini. Tune in next week for a brand new set of 10 questions in 10 minutes. My name is Neal. We'll see you next time.